Hey everybody, especially Deep Fried King. I was going to go ahead and do this video for you about Georgia weather. But as you can see, it's December 22nd, 2011. And the outdoor kitty cat, she is fine and dry. And she's a little moist, but she just is enjoying the weather out here and just loving herself. And I thought I'd go ahead and give you an update on the weather in Georgia. I don't know if you've ever been to Georgia. I don't know if you know what the weather's like. I've lived here a majority of my adult life, but we have a saying here in Georgia, and that's, don't like the weather? Stick around. You will. It's, I gotta say, it's past the winter solstice. It is past the shortest night of the year, and we're starting to go into longer days. And this is as cold as it got tonight. Like I said, it was about, if we really look at that, it's looking like about 63, 64 degrees. As you can see, I'm not out here in anything but my shirt. And I have no undershirt or anything. But the winters in Georgia are so beautifully mild. I mean, we're coming out here like now and it feels like an air-conditioned house. And I don't know if you can notice that precipitation. See it going past the camera? But that's about as bad as it gets, usually. Especially around here in Duluth. I mean, that's the worst you get. And it will stay doing this for a long time. And it will thoroughly soak things enough to be green and all that. But you can look at this. I can tell you, I mean, listen to that spring. And the stuff coming past it. And the kitty. Oh, mama kitty. Oh. But you can see the cat doesn't have any problem standing out here in the rain. She's a little bit moist. She's out here hunting and stuff. But, yeah, man. The winters in Georgia are beautiful. I mean, they really are. Wintertime is just as cool as summertime. As a matter of fact, Georgia really kind of gets hotter in the summer than a lot of other states. Especially back here in this backyard where it kind of retains heat and heats up, it can be like a desert back here. And that's one thing that Les Shroud had said on Survivor Man, is that he'll never willingly camp Georgia again just because of the unpredictability of the weather. But he was way down there near Florida. And that is not typically indicative of Georgia weather. Georgia weather is actually very, very mild, and you really don't need a rain poncho or, although I do have it in my car and all that. As you can see, I'm standing out here right now in the middle of December, actually late December, and all we're getting is just, you see this drizzle, it's really so fine and so light that, you have nothing to fear from it. You could stay out, you could sleep out under this, and it'd be fine. You'd be doing alright. As a matter of fact, the way it feels right now, the air is extremely pleasant, and the temperature is very, very mild. Yeah, I'd grab a sleeping bag, throw up a bivvy, and I'd sleep right out here on my bridge. A little closer to morning, it might be a little colder, but I'm really not afraid of being out here just with plain clothes. Just because it's really, Georgia weather is one of the only things keeping me in this state. The weather here is just beautiful. If you like a little bit of winter, and you like a little bit, just a teeny bit of the seasons, but you don't like the extreme heat. Like I hear down in Texas that it rains a lot and then it gets muggy as hell. Although recently you guys haven't got a lot of rain. But a friend of mine told me that back in, he was lived in Austin, and he said that it would just rain, and just get muggy as hell and stay that way, just miserable, for all year round. And it never really gets like that here. The weather in Georgia is extremely mild. And the only thing you're going to find is, last year we had a couple of real hard freezes, and you will see ice storms in Georgia that will, like in the late season, like April and early April, we had a few times, as I recall, in just about April or at April, we had ice storms that would coat everything in a layer of ice. I saw guys who couldn't get their cars to move because they were froze to the ground, like the tires and everything. So you will get spikes in these weathers, but you really, in the seasons in Georgia, you really don't have much to worry about. And going north, you got cold to worry about. Going south, you got, heat and water loss to worry about. But in Georgia, luckily, I'm really not too bad on weather. I mean, as you can see, I've been filming out here in the rain, and that's as bad as the rain gets. It's a mist. It just burns off when it touches me. And as you all know, this was, filmed right, like 3 days before Christmas. So, yep. That's what Georgia weather's like. We have a saying here in Georgia. It's, don't like the weather? Stick around. You will. So thanks for watching, everybody, and hearing my rant on Georgia weather. And if you ever get around the parts of Georgia, stick your head out a window. Check out the weather. It's really nice. So thanks again for watching, and always remember, there's a wealth around you.